Washington, it's Husky Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Washington Huskies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Washington. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turning it on. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And he puts through the extra point. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Stepping to the right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll start on the ground with Washington. There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams got out of trouble, got rid of it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket, and you play action, you keep him in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? Puts the defense in a really tough position.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Pass to 6. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Got him on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Throwing, Williams. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the counter. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Way off target there.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds his way ahead for three out to the 27-yard line. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They give it to him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get two to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. On play action. Out wide right, it's shot. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but...
It's a seam wide open! Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Washington. A pickup of 8 on the play, enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second and long here. Finds his man on the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. This is a designed run. Crosses the 35. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. Finally, in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
Williams. Snagged in the middle. It's James. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The RPO fire complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's Williams again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air. It's Hoover. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Makes a deep grab. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh center downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. It's broken up. They took a shot and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, Week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars.
And the returner will be knocked down.
And it's the Jayhawks, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
Give to Washington again. He's got the first down. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Rides to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Left side, it's Becker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Rashad Downs going up top. Unloads it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. To the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Williams on the play fake. Still looking to his right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the top. All the way. Touchdown, Washington.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. defense all set and ready to crank things up. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Look out! Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Right side, it's Becker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. It's Richard. All over him immediately.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
The Hoosiers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Got an alley. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
And the Hoosiers will have it first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They're all over him. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is good. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Oh, and it's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, on offense. You know, third down, I love the RPO call, and I love getting that receiver the football. You just would love to see him do something with the football, make the defender miss and go get the first down. Simply just wasn't able to do it.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. The corners are walked up tight. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Trying to bull his way in. The Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Indiana! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Throwing, Williams takes the easy completion. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they were really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for running room. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Looking for a crease. He's got enough. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the more of that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Beal. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Caught. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Selling the fake. Here comes the heat. Scrambling to the left. Fires on the move. Left side is Preston. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Oh, pressure's coming. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
2nd and long here. They'll go to the air. Rush is on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense in press coverage. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.